Absolutely, man. I want to touch on something that you've been actively, uh, subconsciously preaching, right? Is the importance of mentorships and connections. And uh, as men, or as people, older people, um, sometimes it's hard for us to want to take advice for other people, no matter what level of success they're on. And I've always had this motto of, you can learn something from the janitor, or you can learn something from the CEO. You can learn something from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can give you value, even if you're learning from somebody's mistakes. How important is it to you to have mentors and be a mentor yourself?
It is very important. Um, I feel like that's something that's real important on there because it's like you said, you can learn something from everybody. And I always say, if you watch people and you study people and you listen to people when they talk, you can learn things what not to do, and you can learn things to do. You don't have to take everything that they say, but if you take enough of it, you can turn it into ways to make it fit for what you want to do in your life. Mentorship has been a big thing because, especially like like I said, I learned from many of those groups and ministers back in the day, growing up around my dad and them, and from my dad and my mom, my grandmother, and then getting around friends and family. Eddie McCoy, who taught me a lot. Roosevelt, who's taught me a lot. Like I said, Orlando, Ronnie, and Dennis, and many other people. Karen, and you can learn from men, women, boys, girls, everybody. We could even learn some things from kids. And, I know sometimes as adults, we don't always want to admit that. But if you listen to kids, especially with technology wise, they can show us stuff to help us get further in life. So mentorship is a big thing for me. And that's why I always say to people, try to learn things from people and be willing to learn. Even if you don't like the way they say it sometimes, it can be something that really can help you on that part. You just got to really tune into the message of it and you can really grow and build from it. Because in order to grow, you've got to learn something from somebody, or you're going to step out into things and then you're gonna get stuck and you ain't gonna know what to do, or you won't know how to maneuver on through that. Because everybody has been through something in life, and people can help you, especially if they've been there before. They can help you through those roads in your life and really help build you along things along that way. I tend to study a lot of things, even on social media. Like I see Roosevelt's videos when he's John Cena. I want you to fight me. Where's he at? Da, da, da. And I'm
They
like,
try to fight.
you need to come.
Try to,
You need to come fight him. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, man. Before you retire, you need to come fight this dude. He's asking for this fight. And but to see the consistency of it, that's the key. And that's something that a lot of people tend to lose is not realizing. Look at the consistency of how often he's doing it, and it triggers other stuff because it makes more people see it. It gains traction. It builds so many other things, and then it helps us all too. It makes me look at it as there's things in my life that I want to work on being that consistent with. And that's what I have to pattern myself. That's why I look and say I have to make this more consistent of that right there. It might not be John Cena, but it's some other project that becomes my John Cena. And I'm like, I got this, I want you, I want that. And that's the stuff learning from, and that's mentorship to me. I look at that as mentorship because I'm taking notes from him and studying that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate